Hey, Fit Buddy family, how are y'all doing today? Hope you're having a good day today so far. I'm gonna wait here a few seconds. I want to make sure that we can let everybody jump on into this quick call. Again, just shooting a quick video today. I feel like it's been several weeks now, a few weeks now that I haven't done a quick update video for y'all. The truth is, we've been hard at work trying to think of what's coming ahead. One thing I can tell you this, which is as you've experienced over the past weeks and months now, we've been trying to anticipate and prepare on how we can adapt to make sure that we can continue to carry on our mission, right? Like I mentioned to you back then, when back in March when all this happened, right, was that the fact that the scenarios where we had to close on our facility did not change our mission, right? Our mission is to deliver the best 30 minutes every day and to change your life through fitness. And if our doors were closed back then, we thought, okay, our mission is not going to change. How can we keep delivering that promise to you every single day, even if our circumstances are different? Okay. And now today, I do want to give you some updates of what you can expect and things coming up for the next weeks, and also just to start up a conversation here on some of the areas that are important aside from the boot camp, but also in your day to day and how you're handling several things. And there are several topics that I do want to go over with you today. That very first one is this, which is where your focus flows, energy flows. Okay, where your focus goes, energy flows. And the idea behind this, right? And I'll share this quick story, which was something that I read a long time ago, which was whenever drivers, fast car drivers, right, like NASCAR and Formula One drivers, whenever they're learning how to drive on this, really high speeds, they tell them always to put their sight on the next turn. Okay, because that's something that they train them to have it to be ingrained in them. Because since they're going at such fast speeds, the idea is that if they're going at 200 miles per hour, but they're looking at the wall that's in front of them, and they don't focus on that turn that they need to make, odds are they're very likely to go and hit the wall again. And it just goes back to the idea that where your focus goes, your energy flows. If on a day to day we're focused on the wrong things, and I want to be careful how I mention this, because this doesn't mean that we should not be conscious of the things that are happening today. It does not mean that we should not be updated with everything that's going on today, right? Of course we should be. But I think it is important for us to focus. Where is our energy going? Is our energy going to things that are not going to influence your life directly today? Is your energy going to things that are not adding value to your goals, to your family, to your workplace today? Okay, if we're constantly focusing and keeping our focus on scenarios that have not happened yet, on scenarios that we're not dealing with today, on something that is not immediately going to influence your goals, your results, your family today, then we need to rethink, right? And say, okay, where's my energy going, and where's my focus today? And I want to encourage you to think about it this way, right? And I could, just being open and honest, right? Just being um, completely open and honest about our personal scenario here at the boot camp, and just thinking from an entrepreneurship standpoint, right? And how a lot of small businesses are going through a really tough time today. Now, of course, we need to be conscious of it, right? We cannot ignore the situation that's happening today, but where is the focus going, right? And maybe I would say this to you: as a mom, right, or as a dad at home, if you're the one who leads the way, if you lead your family on a day-to-day basis, right, or maybe even at work, if you lead people at your job, how is your energy and your state of mind and your focus influencing and affecting all the people around you? Maybe I could say it from my point of view, right? If I, decided, because it's the decision at the end of the day, if I decided to focus on all the wrong things, on how things are going, on how, things are scary and everything that's happening, how would that make a ripple effect in our business today? And how would that make a ripple effect in the mission that we have with UFA Body Bootcamp, right? So again, I just wanted to share that thought with you today. And there's this study that shows that on average, humans have 60,000 thoughts a day. Okay, 60,000 thoughts a day. And the truth is that a high percentage of those thoughts tend to be negative. Now, maybe you can relate, right? Maybe as you're going through your day, you often fall into this cycle of negative thinking, not just about everything that's going on around today, but maybe even a year ago, right? Before all this happened, of going into a cycle of going into negative thinking, thinking I should have been doing this, or I should have done that, or I should start exercising, I should be more consistent with my workouts. So our minds just it's a human nature for them to go into a negative talk. Okay, there's many books that talk about this idea, and one idea here is that if you were to put an alarm on your phone every 20 minutes, and every 20 minutes you stop yourself and you wrote down in a notebook what you were thinking, by the end of your day you would notice a pattern. You would notice a pattern, right? And I like to ask that question to you today, right? If you were writing down everything that you're thinking of every 20 minutes today, what pattern would you see? And would that pattern be something that is helping you accomplish your goals? Is it something that's helping your family be in a better place? Is it something that's going to help you physically, mentally, to achieve the goals that you have in a few weeks and several months from today? So again, so important that we're conscious about this, right? And I bring this up because I want us to find support in this community. I want you to find support in this group for this, because we understand, we know that everything that you're seeing when you get to social media, when you turn the TV, when you talk to a coworker at home, it's can be negative talk. Now, is it real? Yes, it's very real, right? But to what extent is it going to influence your life today? It is affecting your life in a certain way, right? But how is it? How do you decide for it to influence your life today? And I want to jump into the next topic, which is I want us to stay consistent and stay focused on making it to 2021. Okay, and honestly, that's the approach that we're trying to have here for the next weeks, right? So there's 24 more weeks to go for the rest of the year. And the truth is, those weeks are probably going to fly by super quick, right? By the time we know we're going to get to December 31st. Although it might seem like time is going by really slow these days, right? But again, there's 24 more weeks to go. And, if you have a goal in mind, if you want to get somewhere, if you want to be somewhere by 2021, but you don't have a plan, it's only a dream. It's not a goal. Okay, so it's important that you understand that. We don't set goals, we set plans. Okay, a goal is something that you think of, but without a plan, it's just a dream. It's not going to happen, right? So, how are we going to tackle these next 24 weeks? And what is your plan to accomplish what you want to achieve in your fitness journey from a physical standpoint, from a mental standpoint, maybe even related to your work, right? How are you handling the situation that you're going through today? And we have 24 more weeks to go. And I want you to know that the plan over the next weeks is to make it to 2021. One of the things that we're going to be doing over the next weeks, and you're going to get to see this because we're preparing as far as how we're going to take care of you over the next months, not just physically, but also mentally, okay? And I want you to know that over the next months, every month, we're going to be putting together a new challenge, okay? A new challenge to keep you on track. Now, these challenges, if you are a VIP member today, they're free of charge. So you're not gonna, it's part of your membership today with Fit Body Bootcamp, and it's something that we have put together because we want to keep you on track, okay? With the next challenge coming up on August I won't tell you the date, but it's early August, and it is called the Drop One Size Challenge. Okay, so I want you to get ready, get prepared for that challenge. It's called the Drop One Size Challenge. Now, again, I go here real quick, right? Mindset. Where is your mindset today? When you hear, oh, we're going to put together a challenge for August, where is your mind taking you? Is your mind taking you to a place where you say, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, right? Because I'm not used to working out from home. I can't do that, right? That's mindset, right? That's your mindset, because yes, we can. Yes, we can. We just have to figure out a way to make things happen. Again, you set your goal, you set your plan. If your goal is to get to a healthy place by 2021, but we don't have a plan, we're not exercising, it's going to be difficult, right? Because again, your results are created by your daily actions. So again, we talked about the subject, I think it was just yesterday in our daily challenge for the online group. Oh no, today. Yeah, I think. Anyway, the idea is this, right? Um, you don't achieve a goal by 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 just thinking about it. You achieve a goal by the daily wins. If you have daily wins, those create results. Example: you want to lose a certain amount of weight, then what you need to focus on is on daily wins. Meaning today you win the battle of exercising. Today you win the battle of drinking enough water. Today you win the battle of eating and nourishing your body with the right foods. If you can consistently stack up your wins on a daily basis, you will be able to achieve an outcome and you will achieve a result, which is one that you're looking for. But your mindset plays a big role. We just had this conversation last week in our 28 group of the new members that started to join orientation. And we talked about how mindset is so important, right? Because we're trying to provide you with everything that you need, from the workouts, the accountability, the atmosphere, and the culture within this group. But only you can take control of your mindset. And your mindset creates your thoughts create your actions, and your actions create your results. So when I say, let's make it to 2021, and every month for the rest of the year, we're going to be working with you by putting together challenges to keep you on track and accountable, where does your mind take you? Where is your mindset taking you? Is it taking you to a place and say, hey, let's go for it. I'm going to crush these challenges so that we can get healthy to 2021. Or is it taking you to a place where you're saying, I don't know, it's difficult. I don't think I have the time. That's mindset, right? And your mindset is created and influenced by your environment, by the things that you listen to, okay? And it's so important that you're aware of this. There's this teaching from one of his, I don't know, maybe you're familiar with him. He's called Jim Rohn. He talks about how you have to stand guard at the door of your mind, right? You have to stand guard at the door of your mind, because if you have a friend who wants to give you good advice, right? But maybe they have a good intention of giving you good advice, but what if that advice is not the right one, right? And then you end up having a result because of that advice that someone gave you, right? So the idea is, and I'll share that teaching with you that he talks about drinking coffee, right? And if he talks about if you drop sugar, then you'll be all right. Maybe you don't want to drink sugar, but you'll be all right. But if you drop poison in that coffee, right, and it looked like sugar, you already took it, right? So you have to stand guard at the door of your mind. You have to be careful, be wise, be careful about the things that you take, right? The things that you listen to, because that influences your mindset, and your mindset influences your thoughts, your actions, your results. Okay? So, next challenge coming up will be starting in August. Okay? It's called the Drop One Size Challenge. Again, our goal is to make it to 2021. I'll tell you this also. Starting this coming Monday, we have put together a programming and accountability end of year program to keep you on track for the rest of the year on the FitBody coaching app. Okay, so if you don't have your FitBody coaching app yet, I'm putting the link on the comment here on the post so that you can ask for your request. Since it is private to VIP members, you do need to send a request for this group. Okay, for the application. You go to the App Store. It's called FitBody Coaching App. Download it. It's going to ask you for your login, but submit the request on the link that I'm going to send you so that we can create your login. Starting this Monday, every single one of you is going to have an accountability program in there, which is going to keep you on track with making sure that you're doing your workouts. It's going to give you daily reminders to keep you on track. In there, we're also going to, every 2 weeks, is going to ask you to submit things like your weight, take progress photos. These pictures, they're only for you, right? But it's important that you have those progress photos so you can see how you're changing. In addition to that, with the FitBody coaching app, you can keep track of your nutrition by syncing it to MyFitnessPal or Fitbit application. You can also sync it to your Apple Watch so that you can keep track of your physical activity. And we also have the private group for online members so that you can interact and be part of the daily challenges that we're putting together. So again, everything is there, right? Where's your mindset? How are you going to tackle these next weeks? Okay, so let's make it to 2021 and ask yourself, who are you going to be when you get to 2021? Because this is going to pass. But January of 2021 is going to get here regardless. And who are you going to be when you get there? Okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about today is that we are not talking enough about how to prepare ourselves, how to prepare our bodies. Because the truth is, being realistic and completely honest, right? All of us are at risk, right? Every single one of us is at risk. When you go to the grocery store, we are all at risk to a certain extent. But the question is, yes, talking about social distancing is important. Those are measures that we're practicing here at the boot camp. Social distancing, washing your hands, wearing your face mask. Those are all things that are important to prevent, right? But how are you preparing your body if you happen to get sick? How are you prepared? How is your immune system prepared? How is your body prepared? How is your mindset prepared for that? Because we're all at risk, being realistic, okay? So I think we when we get on social media, when we turn on the news, we're talking about how to prevent it, but we are not talking about how to prepare ourselves if we are in that position. And for that same reason, we're going to be putting together a series of talks over the next weeks so that we can give you information, right? And not only information, but give you content for you to take that it's not negative, right? That it's not taking you. Now, we got to be careful here too, right? I don't want to say it's positive thinking because that's not it. It's not just about being positive thinking because the reality is one, right? And we need to be conscious. But we do want to talk about how are you preparing your immune system and talking about nutrition, right? Which is part of what we do and what we know what to do. Is how are you preparing your immune system? Like, are you taking multivitamins? Are you taking vitamin C? Are you taking vitamin D? Right? Are you taking zinc? All those things are important, right? One thing that I'm super excited about is, as y'all know, Dago, who is our newest coach, he's a registered nurse. Dago is a registered nurse, and one of the reasons for why he decided to become a coach is because he wants to prevent disease. He's super passionate about it. And he wants to help people prevent disease rather than just treating it at the hospital. And one of the things before he got on board, not so long ago, he used to work at the hospital. He would work at the ER. He was the head of the ER for nurses, and he would see how so many complications that people deal with come because of bad health. We're going to be talking about that and how some of the trends that we see with people that are being really affected by the virus are people with overweight, people with with a low immune system, people who have poor eating habits, people who don't exercise. So how are you preparing yourself if you were to be exposed to the virus? Not how are you just avoiding it, but how are you prepared for it? Okay, extremely important. We have Chris, who is a nutritionist. He's getting his master's in nutrition today. So we're going to be having a conversation with him also over the next weeks to prepare you, okay? Because that is so, so important. We need to be prepared. Last thing here I want to tell you is, again, giving you some of their numbers and statistics, which is always difficult to really rely on these numbers, but we can't rely that we make a lot of decisions. There was a study that I was reading that says that on a daily basis, humans make 35,000 decisions on a daily basis. So you make 35,000 decisions every day. That is conscious decisions and unconscious. A conscious decision is, hey, I'm going to go to the kitchen and drink some water. An unconscious decision could be you are feeling. Sorry. An unconscious decision could be you are feeling. Hold on, let me get my phone. Got an alarm here for my snack. An unconscious decision could be you're hungry, you're driving down the road, you see a Whataburger, right? Is it an unconscious decision? Maybe to a certain extent, but you're making decisions at the end of the day. And every decision has a result. Every decision that you make has an end result, okay? The consistent decision of not exercising, maybe that could be unconscious in a way, right? Because you're not literally thinking, hey, today I don't want to exercise. Maybe that's not it. But because you don't have a plan, because we're not prepared, we don't exercise. And at the end of the day, that's a decision that you're making because you're deciding not to exercise. That decision over an extended period of time has a result. Maybe not the right result, right? The decision of not taking vitamins, the decision of not eating the right foods, all of those are decisions. So we need to talk more about how are you preparing yourself and how are you preparing your body when you are exposed. We could say when you are, because the truth is that nowadays we are exposed, right? So that's something that we really, really want to talk about. And we're going to be focusing on that over the next weeks as well. Now, I also want to tell you here real quick, jumping to the next subject, which is what happens if we close. We know that today there's rumors going on. There is rumors going on that it is likely that the state might shut down again. Again, these are just rumors, right? Again, hear it, we take it, but still stay focused, right? Where your focus goes, your energy flows. It hasn't happened today, so it's not time to panic, right? Yes, prepare, take the information, be aware. So I just want to tell you this ahead of time, right? If that does happen, if the government mandates for us to shut down, what are we going to do? Now, the truth is, again, our mission is strong, right? And I thought about this several months ago, right? Thinking that it's a possibility and it could happen. So how are we preparing? Which is why one of the reasons for why now we've created our online service, right? Again, we're providing you with what you need, right, to stay on track these days. So if that was to happen, we want you to know that we will continue on with the training service, right? So just because our doors are shut down, it doesn't mean we change the mission. We'll still wake up every day to deliver the best 30 minutes every day, and we'll still wake up every day to change your life to fitness, okay? So we want you to know that we got you covered if that was to happen. The question is, what are you going to do if we shut down, right? And I say this not just from our standpoint, but also in other areas, right? What are you going to do if, I don't know, you have to work from home, right? What are you going to do if the gym is closed, right? Is it going to make you make a decision? Okay, well, I'm not going to exercise. But wait, your goals are not shut down, right? 2021 is going to get here, right? So how are you preparing that aspect? Now, I understand, we all go through different scenarios, and that's totally understandable, right? We've had scenarios where, certain clients have been let off from work. It's difficult times. We know it, right? But there's only one thing that you can't take control of, and that is your health and fitness. That is your mindset. So if we were to shut down, what are you going to do, right? Take care of your mindset. Okay, where your focus, where your energy goes, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Okay, so let's be prepared, because if that was to happen, we want all of us to be prepared. We're preparing from a business standpoint, right? But we're also trying to prepare and how we're going to keep our mission going, right? That is the most important thing to us. And how are you preparing? How are you going to keep taking care of your health, right? Yes, social distance, yes. Wash your hands, yes. Wear your face mask, yes. But how are you preparing your body, okay? The last thing I want to talk to you about today is just to finish off here. I just want to do a quick recap on the schedule that we have going on. Remember, we have the on-demand links. You have access to that link, so you can access the workouts at any time from home. We have the Zoom meetings every day at 8 in the morning and at 7 p.m. The Zoom link is the same every day, okay? So if you already have a link for 8 a.m. or 7 p.m., you can keep reusing that link. Either way, every morning at around 7:40 or so, I'm sending out an email with the links for the day. It says link for today's WOD, workout of the day, okay? You have the link for the Zoom. You have the link for the YouTube at 9 a.m. You have the link for the 7 p.m. Zoom, the on-demand link as well, so you can have everything there for you, okay? Now, the live streams happen at 9 in the morning, okay? Now, the video is saved, so if you do end up doing your workout later, just comment down below with your selfie so that we know that you worked out, and it'll count as attendance. Why is it important? Well, one of them is because if you complete your 4 sessions a week, you get your you get access to upgrade for your Earn Not Given t-shirt, okay, which is 16 sessions a month. There's a lot of you who are staying on track the month of July, so we're putting out that list later this month, okay? Now, the last thing is, if you are coming to the facility these days, we want you to know that, yes, we continue to serve you here, and we want to ask you to help us in reinforcing the rules that we have, right? So, for example, wearing your face mask. Make sure that you wear your face mask when you arrive. That's mandatory, right? And we want to ask you to keep helping us with this area so that we can take care of everyone. We want you to stay in your square where you're working out, right? We want to avoid cross contamination. Keep things in your square. Don't put your things outside of your square. Don't put them on the desk. Don't put them on the couch. Don't put them on the floor. They only go in your square, please. Okay, so that we can avoid cross contamination. We can help each other out. Also, please continue to do your reservations. Okay, that helps us make sure that we know who's coming in to the session so that we can plan on how we're going to assign you in the training session so that we can keep as much distance as possible. Remember, each square you have at least 8 to 10 feet of distance next to the next person. That's if we have a full session, which we don't, right? So you can rest assured that we're going to keep you apart at least 15 feet, I would say. Okay, but again, just help us with that. Okay, and I just wanted to go over that with you today, give you some quick updates, things coming up. Just have a quick conversation with y'all. Last thing I want to tell you is follow us on Instagram. We have a new Instagram page. Why? The reason is we wanted to create a cleaner look for our Instagram site, we just wanted to make it a better looking Instagram and be more active in there, because the reality is that we were not as active on Instagram before, but we're looking forward to keep doing that over the next weeks. So like us on Instagram, follow us. It's at fbbc.956. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thank y'all for staying committed to your fitness journey. Take care of your mind, take care of your health, take care of your fitness. We're going to be helping you over the next weeks to make sure that you're staying on track, not only with your exercise, but also with your mindset and learning things that are important to be prepared, to have your body prepared. Okay, also rely on this group, right? Be part of the daily challenges. Okay, if you're participating, you're much more likely to stick to your fitness goals. Okay, so participate, post those pictures, let us know how you're doing, post your meals, comment and let us know how you're doing. Okay, so I just want to share that with you today. And again, remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So focus on the things that are going to take you to where you want to. Focus on the things that are going to influence your family, your health, everything that influences your life today. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening. I know it was a long message, but I think it's an important message that I wanted to put out. And we'll see you around. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, send me a message, or comment on this post. All right, see y'all soon. Bye-bye.